You. I'm talking about, I don't want you up yet.
I don't want you.
No, this young lady does so much for us as a program, I mean, I want this girl to get a scholarship. I'm going to do everything I can to get her a scholarship for managing sports because she deserves it. Because every day she comes in, yeah, she has a smart mouth, but that's kind of what I like about her. Is she'll talk stuff to me and we talk it back and forth. But I want her to go to college, and if I can get her a scholarship for managing, I'm going to do everything I possibly can because she deserves it. And I hate to see her go because she's graduating, but she's giving everything to a couple of other coaches in basketball and doing everything she can year-round to stay focused. She has her grades straight, she's doing everything right. And Simone, I'm going to miss you today. Simone Carrasco. Now it's my other Simone. When are you ever going to have two Simones on your team? That's like, it's just not natural. But this one, I don't know why they call her Hawaii. Oh yeah, you come from Hawaii. But no, she's another one. Came to us out of nowhere. I don't know how she came along, but she did. And she's wonderful to have around. And she does a ton for us, and I am extremely grateful, Simone. I thank you so much. Simone Rodriguez, another one of our managers. Come on. All right. I don't know if I should do these two at the same time or not. These two may be brothers, but they are extremely different in personalities. As far as effort, I don't know, it's comparable. One hits harder than the other. The other one is just so giving, so cooperative, and just so helpful to our program no matter where we're at. And it's a pleasure coaching these two. We'll say goodbye to her sister, but David and Philip Carrasco, great job this year. I know we're good. Another young man pushing the varsity. I expect this kid to be an amazing wide receiver at the varsity level. And I mean, the way our offense should be run, everything, the way it should go, he should do it. He should be all conference. Here, if it's not next year, he'll do it next. He'll do it the year after. But number 85, Lazarus West. All right, this one is a knucklehead. He's a knucklehead because he thinks he's a funny guy. But when they open up to us and they're that comfortable with us as coaches that they think they can be, you know, joke around, it makes it fun. It makes it enjoyable for us as coaches that we have that kind of relationship where, you know what, you can make cracks about my bald head, I don't care. I'll make back to back. But number 57, Gabe Montoya, your pleasure, brother. Another young man gives us everything day in, day out, and never causes us any headaches or anything like that. But just a pleasure to coach. Number 63, Cesar Ramirez. And this young man we haven't seen here tonight, but we ask a lot of him, and sometimes we have to place him in positions where he may not fit or may not belong, but he'll give it to us, he'll do it. He'll step in and just do whatever we ask. And he does it without ever questioning anything. But it's just something, he's grown up with us, and we're very, very proud to have him. And Dad, if you want to come get it for him, number 40, Hugo Espinoza.
Oh yeah, Hugo.
I didn't even see you back there. Hugo?
Because it's big, shake his hair.
Oh, it's the hairdo.
Smile.
It's a good haircut, man. I know. All right. This kid is awesome. You look at him, you're going to think, he's probably not going to be that great a player or this and that. But looks are deceiving, because this is another one where he's going to be amazing for us. And we know he's going to hit the weight room. We know he's only going to get better. We put him out there at the varsity level. He shined. He did what we asked, whether it was kickoffs or kick returns. And wow, I look forward to coaching him just every day. Slim.
Yes.
White lightning.
Slim Shady first time. All right. It's pretty cool when we get to coach siblings. And this kid's brother, man, we put a lot on his plate. And we expect even more from this kid. We just, we forget that he's only a sophomore. We forget how young he is because we've had him doing everything for so long. We sit here and think, you know, he's a junior or senior. We may only have him for another year, but it's not true. We got him for a little while longer, and we look forward to it. Like I said, man, it's awesome coaching when you know that we have a future. We have a bright future. And Brian Castillo, you're part of that.
I love you, best friend.
Effort. What are we going to do with you, man? We don't know what we're going to do with you. We don't know if you're going to play quarterback. We don't know if we're going to put you at linebacker. We don't know where we're going to put you. But we know we can put you anywhere. We know we can count on you. We know if you go out there, you're going to give us everything. And you know what? No, it's awesome, man. It is really awesome that we can put trust in you like that. You give us everything no matter where we put you. And you don't say a word. You never complain. We never hear a peep out of you. So you know what? We're grateful for it. Keep pushing, man. We expect everything. Stefan De La Rosa.
Yeah, he's just nice.
All right.
So did Javier. He's just nice too.
This one.
So cute. Hi, Javier.
He's good
looking too. Mm-hmm. Cutie.
He pushes everybody around him. He's always striving for success, like what we ask of every kid. This one is always pushing for it. This one always wants it. This one is going to do it. You know, we know when he leaves here, he's going to be successful, without a doubt. And his head is on straight, and a lot of it goes to his parents, his upbringing. And Pedro, you've done a hell of a job, brother. Giovanni,
Giovanni, Pedro's son. Yeah, Gio. Pedro's son, Giovanni. Yeah, Gio. That's little Diego's best buddy. They're cousins.
Hey, you gotta wear a dress. Yeah, he does still have to wear a dress. If anyone has a dress, Tony, stand up real quick.
Tony, stand up.
If anybody has a dress that will fit him, I need one, please. Him and I made a bet at the beginning, or at the end of last season, and he lost. So he's got to wear a dress. I haven't been able to find one.
What size?
What size are you?
I'll go to the segunda.
All right, let's get back to business.
Should I get sleeveless? No.
Sleeveless. No back to it. All right. This young man probably gets ridden more than anybody. And second year Letterman. What grade is it? Jeez. These boys are all sophomores? This is pretty cool because these three names up here are just awesome kids to coach. And like I said about, you know, having that relationship where you can joke around or you can, you love your kids. You love the kids to get coached. You really do. And this one's, all three of them are going to be amazing, but it's kind of hard. As soon as I saw this kid play, he just has that killer mentality, that hard hit type of mentality. And it's our pleasure to coach him. And he better stay strong because Coach Pete's going to ride him until it ends. Momo Marcelino Coronado. This one, I don't know how he got hurt this year.
That's great, Kevin.
I don't know how it happened. But last year, he showed what he could do. And we should have had him out there more than what we did. This year, we put him out there. And next year, we just trust he's going to come through. He's going to be killer for us. Whether it's at DB or if I have to put him at receiver, wherever I have to put him, I know we're in good hands. And yeah, this year, last year was ridiculous. 5 games, 5 interceptions. It's just, that's the potential this kid has. And Angelo, Sierra, this kid, part of our line, another strong part of our line, but man, he battled at the varsity level. He was just a stud for us. And it's crazy because he's so young. And even when we go to our meetings and I have to meet with the other coaches from the other programs, and they're bringing him up and talking about the work that he did. So I mean, that tells you that it's not just us seeing what he does, it's those other teams that notice how hard he works. And this kid made honorable mention all conference as a sophomore. Josias Chavez, number 77. See what I mean about what these coaches do? Robbie's got DVDs for these guys to watch it themselves. I mean, you don't get too many coaches who put in that type of effort. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Don't complain about the music. So we now have 11th grade, first year letterman, but this one came back from something that was one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen. And Thomas, man, for you to come back and play the way you did, give us everything like you did. If you saw his injury out there on the field, it made you contemplate whether or not to coach. That's how bad his injury was. And it was something I went home and, I mean, my wife didn't know how to handle me because I was freaked out because I was worried about this kid's health, and it scared me like no other. But he came back and pushed it like crazy and came back on fire. And Thomas Alexander, number 53, thank you, brother. You remember looking at me? You got a picture of it? You guys aren't eating now, so I can tell you about it, right? Yeah. He fell and tried to stop his fall, and the bone came out of his skin and was poking out.
Broke his wrist. Ugh.
Because you already have a football, you get 5 minutes, right?
All right. This kid could have possibly been our most improved. The strides he made from last year to this year are amazing. And he took some shots this year, getting out there and made some really nice catches for us. And wearing my number, and making me proud, number 21, Alan Casabantes.
Good job, Alan. Great.
Hey, look at feet and
Alright, this kid, academic all-state, wannabe quarterback, jokester and prankster all the time, but man, put him into a position he just shined. And we're grateful for him, and he's going to beat people up in wrestling. He's a bad man. Finoli, number 69. Probably off wrestling.
You know, it's not a Nuggets game.
Nobody wants to go watch the Nuggets anymore. Nobody wants to see the Oklahoma City Thunder right now. That's the problem. All right. Nuggets are winning? It's Oklahoma City. They're that bad right now. We got a lot of injuries. This young man made first team all conference. This young man came to us and kicked the ball. And we're like, oh my God, I've never seen anything like that. And it's crazy because he had never kicked a football in his life. And the soccer coach came and told me, look, you got to see the legs that this kid has. And he kicked one ball and it's coming down the field and it's moving like, I don't know how he made a football move like that. But it was crazy. And we're like, we got to do whatever we can to keep this kid. Forget soccer. You're not playing soccer anymore. You're now a football player. And he agreed. But he said he agreed because he said football players have more heart. He said they care more about this. It's not a jab at soccer players. No, but in practice, he said 60-yard field goals in practice. In games, he had 48, 47. He could probably, in a game, during practice, sit down, Joel. During practice, he hit those 60s. He jumps up to 50 and he goes, this looks so close, coach. And it's a 50-yard field goal. And there are NFL players who have trouble with that. This kid is doing it already, and trust me, none of us are kicking coaches. None of us know how to coach his kid properly. Rich Carlos reached out to us and came and coached him for a little while. Former Denver Bronco, which is awesome. He comes from Brazil, number 88. First team
Yeah, those soccer players are good with their feet, with the ball, man.
It was kick 260 out there was in the row in practice.
Do you have an older brother? No. Ask him. Do you have an older brother?
It's funny. The other coaches on the other teams watching them practice, and they're like, where'd you get that kid, coach? And we're like, Brazil? It's awesome, though. It's a freak show. It's something you can't coach. That power in that leg, you cannot coach. It's a gift. Oh, this young man, he's overcome a ton. And man, he's shined. Man, he's done so much for us. And again, great personality, great attitude, great kid to coach, just fun. And he's always smiling. I've never heard him complain to me. Demetrius Torres. These guys look like they're getting bigger too as they come up.
Good job.
This is a young man that overcame a lot because he had to improve his grades. He had to do everything possible to get on the football team. And it says something for a kid who has to recertify. He has to miss those first 6 weeks of football. But he shows up to practice every day and works hard and does everything and pushes his teammates to be better and knows that he's not going to play in the game every single week up until he ends up with 3 weeks left to play. It says something about the character of the person. It says something about the effort that he's going to give us next year when we have him for another year. And Manuel Montoya, you have shown us a lot, man, and we're grateful, and we look forward to what you're going to do next year. Number 63, Manuel. Telling you, most people give up. Most people quit if they don't get a play. They just figure, why go there and practice? Why put in the effort? But he didn't say that. He went out there every single day of practice and gave us everything. That is awesome. This one fell into our lap out of nowhere. And another jokester. But his personality and the way he fit right in with the team, coming from another program, another school, he came right in and it was like he was meant to be here. He belonged here. And us being able to coach him, we're just thrilled that we get him again next year. We get to have him around. I get to see him smiling, and I get to enjoy you for another year. Number 51, Austin Hingston. You know how you see those guys in the NFL and they score a touchdown, they both go jump up in the air and hit each other? He tells me when he scores his touchdown, I got to do that with him, and I'm like, don't have to jump very high. I can't get up. I'm getting like... I was joking about this kid. It must be November because they're growing facial hair. This one came back looking like Wolverine. But yeah, it's one of those kids that you love that, you know, they're gonna impact your life, and you're gonna remember them forever. We even have some here. I mean, I got workmen over there, and David, I love that kid. But Chubbs is another one, man. It's awesome. His personality, his attitude, his approach to the game, his effort. We're lucky to coach him. Chubbs, Andres Gomez, number 45. I don't know about those areas. You know my team's tied with your team, right? I talked about Gio and what we expect from him in his future. And when Mr. Benji mentioned, you know, thank your family, because your family, you know, pushes you, makes you better, does everything. This kid, with the relationship that he has with his family, I hope I have with my son when he's in this position, if he plays sports or whatever he does. I just hope I have the same bond with my son that I see that you have with your son. And you've done a phenomenal job raising an amazing, respectful, just all-around great young man. And thank you for giving us the opportunity to coach him. Thank you for allowing us to coach him and be a part of his life. Because when he succeeds, it's going to be awesome for us to see that, and it's going to make us very proud. Number 11, Ramiro Godina.
His mom and dad are right there.
Alright. I got 4 to choose from. I may mess up the order that we have.